Kaido sat low in his stance and assessed the circle of bandits forming around him, counting 7. He flexed his fingers and adjusted his grip, raising his blade into a cobra form. A mountain of a woman presented herself as the leader of this desperate collective by speaking out. "A fine evening for charitable giving, don't you think?" Kaido held his form and just stared at the woman, not wishing to delay the inevitable by engaging the barbarians in conversation. "You see, we reckon those robes and that sword of yours might just fetch a pretty penny, and we're running a little short on pennies these days, if you catch my drift." The circle tightened, closing in on Kaido. He twisted his back foot and redistributed his weight. As the leader stepped forward, still blabbering on and gesticulating flamboyantly, Kaido struck. He launched forward, feinting a high swing, then dropping to his knees and bringing his blade across the woman's gut before she had even a chance to react. The other 6 lurched into action as their leader doubled over, clutching at her stomach, coughing blood. Kaido rose, spinning on one foot, and parried the first spear that was thrust at him. He continued to twist, rolling along its length and plunging his sword through the chest of its carrier. 2 others, each with scimitars, initiated a wild flurry. Kaido deflected each thrust deftly, but was forced onto the back foot. Locked in melee, Kaido only just spotted the final 2 spearmen circling round behind him. He switched to crane form, freeing up one hand to reach for the throwing knives at his waist. He took aim at the shorter of the 2 swordsmen that currently occupied his attentions. Near-perfect precision saw one knife in the neck and one in the eye, allowing Kaido to focus his next barrage of attacks on the other swordsman. Successful in dispatching his foes, Kaido turned just a second too late as a spear pierced his right shoulder. Still in crane form, Kaido held his sword in his left hand and brought it down through the spear, shattering it. Still impaled, he stepped forward and brought the blade back up through the chin of the attacker. The bandit slumped to the floor, revealing a nervous, lone thug. A child, really. Holding the spear in a poor grip, shaking to his core after witnessing the carnage Kaido had brought to his companions. Kaido relaxed, seeing no need to kill the boy. As he let his sword drop, the young thief mustered a moment of courage and lunged at Kaido. With his own wounds to see to, Kaido's impatience won through. He parried the attempt and twisted, catching the boy in a headlock. "Enough!"